What's the crack? What's the bleeding story? How he's all doing? Hope you're well. A Monday afternoon, actually, getting late out with this video. Just been busy with work and stuff like that. Still reeling, still annoyed over what happened the weekend. Bit of news, transfer news, everything like that. And let's talk about fixtures and stuff like that coming up as well. But please do just smash that like button if you don't mind, and subscribe if you're new around here. Really do appreciate it. The draw against Brighton was even more gut wrenching, let's say, because of the Liverpool Man United draw yesterday. I actually won a few quid from it, happy enough, but I was a bit worried with Harry Maguire at the end. He nearly scored, but anyway, it sort of puts a bitter taste in your mouth, you know what I mean. It was a good game to watch, but Liverpool are capable of dropping points, but I can't see them dropping too many points between now and the end of the season. You know what I mean? They're just a good machine. It's not even about Liverpool losing points. It's about us putting the pressure on them. You know what I mean? And people are just talking about, the next 6 games Liverpool have, and yeah, but the next 6 games we have are not winnable. You know what I mean? They're tough games, and people just think, we'll show up and we'll just win our games because we're Arsenal. No, it doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? Looking at the next 2, 4, 5 games for Arsenal. Spurs at home. That's a lottery. Anything can happen there. Spurs at home. Villa at home. That's another lottery. Villa Emery knows us, how we work. He can get the better of us, and he has got the better of us. Wolves away. Should be enough there to get 3 points, but the first 2 games that I'm just after mentioning there, it's a fucking lottery. You know what I mean? Wolves away, we should be strong enough to beat them, but your man Kuna, probably because we're flirting with him, you can just hear the fucking headlines now. Kuna scores and draw or beats Arsenal with it. Then we've City at home. You know what I mean? I don't care, City are not dead and buried. They're still a fucking good team. We always make a fucking meal of it. That's going to be another tough game. And Leicester away, they're just shy. You know what I mean? Van Nistelrooy, I don't think he'll be in the job by the end of the season. And that's me personally talking about it. And there's nothing against Leicester. I'm just my football knowledge, or whatever, a lack of knowledge, I suppose. Liverpool's next 5 games. Forest away. Okay, tricky enough one for them. Brentford away. We can beat them 3-0 at home. No reason why Liverpool can't. But I'm not saying they will. It's a tough game. Ipswich at home, Liverpool will stuff them. Bournemouth away, that's a tricky one. It is a tricky one. And then they have Wolves away, which, like us, they should be able to get the win there. So it's not really people are talking about, look at Liverpool's next few games. Yeah, I can see them, 1 or 2 of them tricky, but look at our fucking Spurs, Villa, City. That's harder. But we've played them away and this at home. And Jesus, stop. Seriously. Anyway, let's get into the Kuna. Actually talking about him, the Wolves striker. Don't want the fella near the club. I don't know if I've seen him attacking the Ipswich official or whoever he was. An older gentleman, let's say. He pulled the glasses off him and threw the glasses around. If he'd done that to my father, I'd knock the fucker clean out. And it's as simple as that. You don't do that to a man or a woman wearing glasses. Take them off and throw them away. That's just pig fucking disgusting. You absolute scumbag. And Arsenal are linked with him. Nah, not for me. And I don't give a bollocks about his goals. I'd rather have me principles. He signed a new deal with Wolves anyway, but that's neither here nor there. If Arsenal are interested in him, that's just to basically Wolves guarantee that they're going to get the best price for him. And fair enough to Wolves. That's what they're doing, and fair play to them. You know what I mean? But if a team, not just Arsenal, Man City or whoever wants to go in for him, they'll have to pay top dollar. And for me, he hasn't done enough in the last few seasons. He's had a good season this season, but do it over a 2-3 season period and then see how you get on. Just wanted to say on the Liverpool United game yesterday, just going to throw this out there to wreck people's heads a bit more. Mickey Oliver, he was the referee yesterday for the United Liverpool game. Hoyland kicks the ball away after a free kick. What happened to Declan Rice? Was it Trossard as well? Who else got booked? Nothing happened yesterday, just sort of laughed it off. Why is there one rule for other teams and then not for Arsenal? If you're going to book players like Declan Rice and stuff like that for kicking the ball away, why didn't Highland get booked yesterday? You know what I mean? Bit frustrating. You know, the referees need to fucking... He wasn't even booked, like nothing happened to him. He was just sort of laughed off. You know, referees need to fucking get their shit sorted out, because if it's a rule, it's a rule. And the reason why I'm saying this is because if you're banging, clashing heads in the box and it's a penalty, it's a penalty. So do it all year round and for every other team. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying this, I'm not bitter or anything like that. I'm just saying, just have it, if you fucking slag some player's mother, it's a bookable offence. Okay, so draw the line in the sand, that's the rules. You know what I mean? Anyway, one thing I was just sort of looking at there, and I noticed that Arteta, Dick Garlick and Jason Ito, they all went over to America before Christmas and they met with the Cronkies. So they obviously would have said, right, this is the deal. If this happens, if that happens, if he comes available, if that comes available, do we need to sell him? Do we need to sell him? You know what I mean? So they would have been talking about their... people are saying it's about the summer sort of deal. No. It shouldn't be about the summer. That should be about this January transfer window. Who's available? Who do we need? How much do we have to spend? How many players can we get? Who do we have to get rid of? That's what them conversations should have been about. But the reports are saying that was about for the summer. No, it's fucking not enough. It's not enough, because it's if they don't sign a player in January, they're taking the piss out of Arsenal fans. And it's as simple as that. They're taking the fucking piss out of us. Because it's just like, yeah, dangling the carrot, you know what I mean, over you. Yeah, keep them happy. Yeah, we're challenging. Yeah, no, we're not going to. I'll come back next year again. Yeah, we're nearly there. No, we'll keep us there. We're getting Champions League. We're happy enough. We don't need to win the league and go out and spend an extra 50 to 100 million in January to push us over the line. That's what they're doing. You know what I mean? And, for example, the news just in also is Ethan Nwaneri is out for a few weeks. Yeah. That's what do we have now? Sterling, Saka, Nwaneri out. You know, obviously we that's just the front sort of up top, like, you know what I mean? We're so bare tin. We were so bare tin in the summertime. We didn't get over the line. You know what I mean? They're going over to America to meet the Cronkies, to meet Stan and Josh. And what are they doing in this fucking meeting? High-fiving and fucking rubbing oil and up and down their fucking tits or something like that. What are they doing? You know what I mean? We needed a striker back then. Now we have Nwaneri's injured, and I'm saying striker. Raheem Sterling's injured, and I know he's not a striker, but I'm just saying he's our attacking player. Saka's injured. And this should have been talked about in the summertime. What if this happens? Because in football, these things can happen. You have to have backups. You know what I mean? The conversation should have been said, okay, our striker, Havertz and Jesus, what happens if one of them is suspended for 2-3 games and the other's injured? Who plays in that position? Can Nwaneri play in that position? I believe he can, by the way. Can Martinelli play in that position? Nah, bit. You know what I mean? But they're just taking the piss out of us. It's the Cronkies that are taking the piss out of you. You know what I mean? It's so frustrating. And that Nwaneri, that's going to be a huge loss, because I would have liked to see him in the Carabao Cup as well, and you know, just let him off, put him up front or something like that. Go for him, mate. Because at the Brighton game, he was just directly going for a goal, and I love that type of player. Just go for it. See what happens. If someone fucking trips you and you get a penalty, happy days. You know what I mean? But now we're left without him. We're in big trouble, huge trouble. There has to be a signing in the next week. We've as it says, we've Newcastle tomorrow. We've Man United the weekend. And then we've the Spurs coming up as well. And we're bare tin at this stage. The season could be over in a week. You could be out of the Carabao Cup, because if Arsenal don't win by about 2 goals tomorrow night, we're in big trouble. Because when you go to Newcastle, the only thing they have to play for is the Carabao Cup. It's the only thing they have. They're going to throw fucking everything at it. So if we're 1-0 up, I'm shitting myself. If we're 2-0 up, I'm still a bit... if they get their early goal first, their fans will be all over it, and they'll push them over the line. And then you have United the weekend. could be knocked out of the FA Cup, could be out of the Carabao Cup. We're already out of the league. You know what I mean? I know we've the Champions League coming up, but it's going to be hard to win that as well. So the league could be over in the next week or two. So it's important we get a player ASAP. And speaking on players, Dani Olmo, yeah, the whole thing with the contract thing, they don't call me Del Boy for nothing. What we should be doing is ringing up his agent. He can't play as of today and fucking whatever, a few days ago, because of the thing has been thrown out of court with Barca going, no, you can't sign him. He cannot play. Ring up his agent. How are you? Danny, what's the crack? Mikel here. Yeah, believe you can't play for Barcelona. Come over to us for 6 months. He's there, I don't want to leave Barcelona, I want to play for Barcelona. Yeah, well, you're not getting anything fucking sorted for the next 6 months, mates. So you're going to sit on the bench, come over to Arsenal, come to us for 6 months, between now and the end of the season even. You know what I mean? Come over, and then we'll talk, you can talk, go back to Barcelona. We need someone like that now. And who are doing that, what I just says there, is AC Milan. AC Milan are looking to get in and try and get him in from now until the end of the season. That's proactive. You know what I mean? Because they need a striker or a fucking attacking player. You know what I mean? And that's what they're doing. We should be doing the exact same now. And Ethan is out now for a few weeks. Have to be doing it right now. I don't know. I just hope, and I'm panicking, to be honest with you. I just hope they start getting the fucking finger out now and start getting things done. Because if I'm Jason, hey, the new sporting director, I'm just there. I want to make a fucking name for myself in football. I want to push, get 1 or 2, 3 players in for Arsenal in the January transfer window when people think it's so hard to get people in. I'm going to get it done, and I'm going to get Arsenal to push over the line and win the league. That's what I'm thinking. Unfortunately, I'm not the sporting director of Arsenal, nor will I ever be. But anyway, please do like the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll be dropping another video tomorrow on all the transfer and Arsenal news, and I'll also be doing a preview of the match tomorrow and score prediction. Please do drop a few comments in and let me know what you guys are thinking. Take care, God bless you all. Thanks a million.